Ladies and gentlemen, politics is a very interesting game. Yesterday, key allies of former President Uhuru Kenyatta announced that they were cutting any link or ties with Raila Odinga. And today, Edwin Sifuna has responded to them. And I want us to look at the response from Edwin Sifuna, because that response has a message which is not very good for allies of former President Uhuru Kenyatta. This is what Edwin Sifuna is saying. True, Baba got 490,000 more votes in Mount Kenya than 2017. But the promise was 40% or 2.4 million votes from the mountain. Jubilee overpromised and underdelivered, whilst also extracting serious concession, including a Mount Kenya running mate, Nairobi governor, and over 50% of government. Msitubebe. So basically what Edwin Sifuna is revealing here for the first time is that Jubilee entered into some coalition arrangement with the ODM party. And in that arrangement, they were supposed to deliver 40% of the votes from the mountain. And true, if they had delivered the 30%, Raila Odinga would be the president today. And finally, they were promised to be given 50% of government. So which means if Raila Odinga were to become the president of the Republic of Kenya, Jubilee as a coalition, as a party, as a political party, was going to get 50% of that government, not necessarily from the mountain, but Jubilee, was a national party. And then they also promised Nairobi governor. Of course, they were given that, though they never won. And of course, they were also given the running mate. So in this video, I want us to try and ask a few questions based on this looming fallout. Before we do that, please, in case you have not yet subscribed, press that subscribe button. Now, I want to begin this analysis by asking the first question. Why are Uhuru Kenyatta's allies cutting links with Raila Odinga? Why are they cutting links with Raila Odinga? Now, that's the first question that really we need to answer. Because I'm getting the responses online from Jubilee, and they're also blaming Raila Odinga and ODM party for not delivering the 40%. Because they're saying Jubilee as a political party never produced a running mate, which Edwin Sifuna is alleging here. That according to them, ODM went ahead, got someone from Mount Kenya, from NAK Kenya, which was not part of Jubilee, and therefore they cannot be blamed for the loss. Probably, according to them, if they had been given the leeway to choose a running mate, they would have given someone who would have delivered. But why are they cutting links? In my previous video, I tried to explain why these guys are cutting links. Probably the Yella aftermath. They're looking at opportunities in government. Some of these gentlemen wants to make a comeback in 2027. Maybe the mountain is regrouping under Rigathi Gachagua. Also, maybe there is the possibility that Rigathi Gachagua is behind this whole story. But why are they really cutting links with Raila Odinga? Has Uhuru Kenyatta spoken? We are yet to hear from Uhuru Kenyatta. So let us wait and see how all these things are going to pan out. Number two, the second question I'm asking, will Raila Odinga run again in 2022? That is the question. Because William Ruto is already campaigning. I listened to Amason Kingi's speech today in Kwale, and they're already campaigning. Is Raila Odinga going to run again? If Raila Odinga is not going to run again, who is going to benefit from this particular fallout? Who is going to benefit? So those are some of the questions which we must begin asking ourselves right now. And assuming Raila Odinga is not going to run, is this fallout going to benefit, for example, someone like Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka? Or is it going to benefit someone like Martha Karua? Or is it possible that ODM as a political party but decide that Raila Odinga is not running and they unleash a different candidate, or maybe allow their supporters just to vote randomly the way they want? So that's also the second question, whether Raila Odinga will be on the ballot in 2027 or not. Because there's also a chance that these talks are meant to scatter the coalition. The third question, which really is also very important, is what are the other options available for Raila Odinga? What next for Raila Odinga? Assuming today Jubilee decides, okay, we are out. Jubilee in Azimio delivered some votes. They have members of parliament. What next for Azimio? What are Raila Odinga's options? Can Raila Odinga decide then to go alone? And going alone, what will it help Raila Odinga with? Because if it's reputational damage, Raila Odinga entered into handshake with Uhuru Kenyatta. He carried the burden of Jubilee. He can't run away from those burdens right now. In fact, William Ruto is still insisting on correcting, in quotes, those mistakes. I listened to William Ruto today's speech today. He was like, the last 5 years, there were no industries which were constructed, while he was actually launching an industry which was constructed during that particular period. So what are his options? If someone can tell me Raila Odinga's options in case of a fallout with Jubilee, I'll be a very happy man. Please, by the way, I'm serious. If you know Raila Odinga's options, please list them down here. I can make another video out of it. What are Raila Odinga's options should Jubilee leave? So that's the other question which is important. The fourth question which we should also ask ourselves is, who is Edwin Sifuna speaking for? Edwin Sifuna is not just an ordinary person. He's the Secretary General of ODM, which means he's speaking for Raila Odinga. And is he really speaking for Raila Amolo Odinga? And if he's speaking for Raila Amolo Odinga, what is the objective of responding to Jubilee the way he has done? What is the objective? Because he has actually revealed certain things which were not in public domain, like Jubilee taking 50% of government. That was not in public domain, but he's now talked about it. So who is Edwin Sifuna talking for? Is he speaking for Raila? Is he speaking for himself? Or who is he speaking for? The fifth question is, are there plans to join Kenya Kwanza? Either from Jubilee side, are Jubilee planning to join Kenya Kwanza? Or is there a chance that it is Azimio who are actually planning to join Kenya Kwanza? You never know. This is politics. There's a chance that probably Raila Odinga wants to join Kenya Kwanza. They are in talks with Ruto. And one of the easiest things to do is to frustrate other coalition partners, the way he did when they joined the handshake. Then those partners will leave. Then you will be there. Is that also a possibility? And is it a strategy to collapse Azimio? Remember, Azimio is a coalition, and the agreement was signed and deposited with the Register of Political Parties. Before the last election, Raila Odinga managed to collapse NASA by creating a crisis like this one. And once that crisis kicked in, Kalonzo, Weta, and Mudavadi found themselves leaving NASA. And the moment they left NASA, the coalition automatically collapsed. So that agreement, which was binding, then ceased being binding. So Raila Odinga was then free to enter into a new coalition. And that's exactly what happened. Is it a strategy, again, to collapse Azimio? Let us wait and see how this whole thing is going to unfold in the next few days. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.